Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Will the Collector finally back here with a video review. What do I have for you folks? Well, luckily, I happen to have been paying attention as I mess with my lighting here. Paying attention to Facebook the other day, and I was on one of the G.I. Joe pages I belong to, and somebody popped up and said over at Dorkside Toys, they had the Action Force Sergeant Slaughter version 2 available, which unfortunately it has been sold out by now, because I at least told a buddy, and I don't know if he told anybody else, and so on and so forth. But anyways, I think the word got out, and everybody kind of jumped at the chance to get this guy. I've had him version 2 pre-ordered at Big Bad Toy Store for a while. I've had version 1 pre-ordered for, forever and a day. It was supposed to get here last summer, the weapons, accessories, so on and so forth. COVID, trucking, whatever, dock issues, California, what have you. But here it is. I gotta tell you, Dorkside Toys was awesome. I ordered this sucker and I had him within 2 or 3 days. I mean, it was just so fast. Anyways, here he is in his window box packaging right here. This is my first Action Force figure. And it is from Valaverse. I have no idea about this company. I have looked at their product. I've got a couple of their weapons accessory kits on order just because I think they're going to fit very well with my Joes. I have ordered some other stuff, but I'm still going to keep those coming. I've ordered some stuff off of eBay from another company to get some different weapons and stuff like that. I mean, with Joes, I don't think you'd have too many options. But my first Valaverse. Here he is, Sergeant Slaughter. Here on the front of the packaging, it says 14 plus. Clearly, it's Sergeant Slaughter. I guess, obviously, he owns his license and can license that out. I know with McMahon, that's a sticky wicket. I'm not going to pretend to know anything about that, so I'm not going to speak on that. I know there were tons of issues or whatever, but Sergeant Slaughter was always going to be part of this Action Force line. I think he was under a different name back in the old Action Force days. I'm not even going to pretend to speak about that either. You pretty sure there's tons of videos on that. Anyways, over to the top of the packaging, you got the Action Force warning, choking hazard, small parts, no children over 5. Valaverse. Got over here, got a nice shot of old Sarge here in his get up, Sergeant Slaughter. Over here to the other side, Action Force, right there, big old. Here on the bottom, a barcode, Sergeant Slaughter, made in China, bunch of whatever. Packaging, art design, Natho Diaz, Troy McKee, Andrew Kramer, Action Force created by Bobby Vala. So, I guess Valaverse. Bobby Vala? I don't know. Anyways, on the back, though, we get some other characters that are evidently in this line. You get Rollout, Trigger, Sergeant Slaughter, Duster, Scarabs, which looks kind of neat. It gives me that nice sci-fi vibe. And then Garrison Cavalry. And I'm going to zoom in here real quick because, oh my gosh, we got a file card. Now, I tried to find my file card for my Sergeant Slaughter that I got from San Diego a couple years back. The San Diego Comic-Con 3 3/4 Sergeant Slaughter. I got both of them. I can't tell you what year that was. It had to have been 2010? Yeah, because I think it was when I moved into this house, and that was back in 2010. And that was crazy. Or 2011, one of the two, somewhere around there. And I'm happy I got that figure. Got some disappointments. The same thing with this one. I'm happy I've got this figure. I've got some disappointments, so on and so forth. We'll go over that. Anyways, on this file card, it says Sergeant Slaughter, file name classified. Primary MOS, he's an 18 Alpha, Special Forces team leader. Secondary skills, X-Ray 8, a drill sergeant. Birthplace, classified. Rank affiliation, Sergeant Major retired. Action Force. So he made it up to Sergeant Major. That's an E9. Ooh, I was up there. Every soldier has stories about their drill sergeants from basic training, but few can compare to the claims of a 6'2", 240-pound giant known as Sergeant Slaughter. Now retired, Sergeant Slaughter began his military career as a Special Forces team sergeant, leading classified operations in the early 80s. At some point in his career, Slaughter left the teams to become a drill sergeant at Fort Benning, that's in Georgia, where he pummeled young recruits into the ground day and night. It's what earned him the nickname Sergeant Slaughter. It didn't matter to him who the recruits were or where they were from. He treated them all alike and turned them into real soldiers. After Benning, Sergeant Slaughter retired and was recalled to serve as a special tactics instructor to a special missions unit within the United States military, where he served until 1994 after he formally retired from active military service, when the nation collapsed, like now, Sergeant Slaughter was pegged to again serve as the advisor for the new special missions unit called Action Force, where he passed on his experience and knowledge from his days in the teams. Slaughter may be well known, but his true identity is not. But that won't stop any enemies from hunting him down. For Sergeant Slaughter, the real fight has just begun. Interesting. On the back of the packaging, we got some action points here. Do we have GI Joe points? If I remember correctly, stuff like that. I clipped a bunch one time to get a paratrooper. My dumb shit brother, love you, Mike, didn't mail it off at the right time, and I never got the damn thing. Hasbro, if you're listening, you also saw me a GI Joe somehow. Either that or whatever, check, probably got canceled. Anyway, I'm going to pause this, get him out of his plastic prison, and I'll be right back with you. Actually, you know what? This won't take that long. I'm just going to slide this thing out. There's the box. Whee! Bye-bye box. Got the file card if you want. He comes in a clamshell packaging on the inside here. Gotta hope my camera's not shaking too much. This fell out the back. This is his vest and backpack. God, I gotta work on that shadow. Where the heck is my other light clip? That dropped off somewhere. Up here. Let's see. Just to kind of cut down some of that shadow. I'm going to take that top off. I already kind of took this out a little bit earlier. Talking to my buddy Carlos. Shout out to Carlos. About him and, our likes, dislikes, all that sort of thing. Let's see. Pop out his hat. Got his 203 launcher. Is that a 203 launcher? Is that what it's called? Pop out these hands. Get out his very nice corrugated steel looking Action Force base with a little notch back here that I guess you can slide his file card into. Very nice. And then, yeah, I think a lot of these were supposed to pop out before, and I don't know when that, if it was a Kickstarter or what. Yeah. There, if you wanted to repackage him, you know me, folks. I'm a loose collector if you hadn't figured that out by now. There he is, standing tall, looking good. And he comes with weapons, hat, sunglasses. Let's see, let's match up the hands here. Let's stop my camera from shaking. Let's see, we got one set, 2, 3, 4 with the trigger fingers, and a pointer finger for when he points into your chest because you screwed something up. Let's take a look at him here. I do have qualms A lot less qualms now. Maybe it's because it's different lighting. Maybe because I'm looking directly past the camera at his face. I have less qualms about the face. I was like, man, he just looks too like they gave him the muscular frame, they gave him the muscular everything else, but then they gave him a face like he's chewing without his teeth in. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of what I felt. And again, nothing against Sergeant Slaughter. Gosh, I should have looked up his real name. I totally forgot what that is. I know it's something. Nothing against Sergeant Slaughter, his character, his likeness, what he's done in the professional wrestling world, or anything like that. What he's done as a character. Love him in the Joe movie. I'm waiting for somebody to do a custom head with his head full of hair, even though that's probably never how any of us, at least my age, and I'm 40, saw him wrestle in the ring with full head of hair. But that's how he was in the G.I. Joe movie. That's where I mainly remember him the most, from wanting him to be with my Joes. Um, it's funny. I want him to be more from the Joes than I do WWE. I don't, not particularly if I get him as the wrestling character. That's fine. I've had one before. Took him or leave him. You know, that's before they came up with the GI Joes and stuff like that. Anyways, let's see. Obviously, the hat comes off. Let's see. This is known as a round brown. This is very green, very OD green. And that was just from my time in basic training. I'll take that off real quick. Head's on a ball with a hinge. So it's got good motion. You know, he can give you a little bit of head tilt. Like, I like how the chin can pop out. Like, he is, I mean, he is going to pop his head out and yell at you, because that's what you want from Sergeant Slaughter. Butterfly shoulder joints with a hinge. Rotation all the way around. Bicep swivel. Double elbow. Lord, I gotta pull this off here so I stop shaking my dang camera. Decent. Let's see, he's got, does he have two? So he's got a diaphragm cut, diaphragm joint, I'm sorry, diaphragm joint, and then a waist ball, I believe. That's what it's looking like. So he's got good motion here. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. And then I think does he have that G.I. Joe down hip thing? I don't know. I don't think so. Gosh. New figure. I haven't really messed with him all that much. And he got here fast. I was very happy how fast he got here. But this is the one I wanted. I wanted version 2. When I saw that there was a tank top version, I may get the jacketed version. I'm sorry. He's got an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee, which looks ugly as God anything when you open it up. God, I hope that's flashing and not stress. What does that look like? I think it'll be fine. And then he's got, a very tight shin swivel and ankle pivot with rocker. And there we go. Let's see, can I take this thing off? Is this pin? Yep, there's a pin in the back. Anyways, he comes here with his looks like his LBV. I think it's been a while since I was in the Army, so this is a different type of LBV. Similar concept, though. A lot more buckles and snaps. Let's see here. He's looking good. I mean, I'm not unhappy. Yeah, the price tag, by the time I got him, he was like $30. Shipped to my house in like 3 days, which, you know, very happy with. Some off the side. Again, he comes with his round brown, which is more likely what he will be always displayed with on my shelf, because that's my more favorite iconic look for Sarge. He comes with the Marine Corps cover. So I get to focus. You know, no emblem on there, which is, or is it just lightly? No, Maybe I'm just thinking it's there. I'm just thinking it's there. Pulling this off. Putting that on. It's not bad. Not great. Maybe if I heat it up. Yeah, that's not great. Maybe it was meant to go into Gung Ho. Because I know we're supposed to be getting the Gung Ho kit. Which again, it's been delayed. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten emails from Big Bad Toy Store going, hey, we got this delayed. Okay. You know, I collect Mythic Legions. And he comes with a, I'm guessing, a canister launcher. Is this 40 millimeter? Somebody's going to have to school me in the comments if you know. This does not pop open where I can tell, or I didn't want to break the darn thing, but this thing has some movement here in the center of the cylinder. So it'll spin. I kind of wish this would pop open, you know, maybe where you could have some cylinders with it. Because of that, he comes with his nice little hand cannon, you know, which he's got a side holster for. So let's see. It just fits right there. I think that fits his personality. You know, Sarge getting out there, a la The Rock. You know, take off his hat real quick. See how these sunglasses are going to fit on. I haven't heard the best things about these. Very gummy. Very gummy. Try to focus in. Because I want to do everything I can before gluing. And not because I'm worried about the resale. Because regardless, I'll know. And I really don't want that much forehead. Pretty much want to see his brim of his hat and his sunglasses. Well, these kind of suck. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see what my other 1/12 scale sunglasses options are. Ooh. There he is. Kind of looks like the old man from Up on steroids. Well, we can take that off real quick. I know this comes off. Just, yeah. Oh, it's got two places. It pops off in the back. Take this off. Set that off to the side. Yep. I mean, for me, I still wanted Slaughter to be more based off of his look how he was in the cartoon. Not so much how he might look close to now. I mean, this is obviously not how he looks in real life because he is, you know, sorry to say, you know, a heavier guy. You know, but I like it for what it is. Again, I'm not unhappy for this being a placeholder. I tried getting the San Diego Comic-Con, non-Comic-Con thing through Mattel, and unfortunately that was not possible for me. I think that wasn't possible for a lot of collectors who wanted it, because sometimes Mattel sucks on that end. There is his hand cannon. It's got a nice hole in the front. Let's see, there's some Marvel weapon things right there. See if that fits. Not really. It kind of fits. Smoke thing. Nope, not quite. You know what? always have another option as soon as I find out where I put them. I mean, they're right here. They're always right next to me. Yeah. I think I've got sticky tack. Oh, I got some sticky tack on this one. And that is Blast Effects, courtesy of my good friend Joel over at Slide Effects. If you have not seen that video, when you get done watching this one, go watch that one. A little bit of sticky tack. Boom! You know, let me get, I think I've got a bigger blast effect for the hand cannon. Or that's the hand cannon. I'll take that off. Holster that up. And then he's got the 40 millimeter. And then, boom. Anyway, moving on, trying to keep this one short and sweet. It comes with this. Put his backpack on there. It's not a bad look. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, well. Hey, that's why he comes with a figure stand. But I think there might have been some precautions as far as heating him up to put him on the figure stand. I think they were talking about. I don't think I looked in the packaging because that fits on there nice and snug. There you go. Real quickly, kind of wrapping this up. Here he is with Duke. Let me pull him off of here. I'll pull the backpack off so he doesn't fall back over. Oh, there we go. So he looks a little shy taller than Duke, which I'm fine with. You know, I mean, some people are like, you know, he needs to be the size of Gung Ho. Bring in Flint real quick. You know, I'm good with him. I wish his arms were a little bigger. You know, because to me, it's not about, you know, I just want him to be like a very muscular character. You know, and that's how I looked at Sergeant Slaughter. It was just, you know, he didn't have to be that tall. I know the real guy, Sarge, is I think like 6'4". I think he is. Here he is with my Winter Soldier cap. You know, Chris Evans, I think he's like 6'2", isn't he? Somewhere around there. Pull him out. Here he is with my NECA Hal Jordan. You know, if you just like, you know, Sergeant Slaughter and Hal Jordan. If you're just a big fan of 80s, here he is with Optimus Prime. Not bad. Not bad. I can dig it. I can dig it. Well, you think I'd have a He-Man over here? Bring a Motu fig. Oh, I need to break out my Revelations figures. And here he is with the WWE Motu Undertaker, which, that's your thing. The scales are horrible. That's your thing, you know. There that is. That Predator is huge. Oh, and just for some comparison, I haven't done a lot of these, but here he is with some regular Mattel wrestling figures to where he does not, he looks tiny. He looks smaller physically and kind of in stature with them. Um, so yeah, he doesn't look good. Would definitely been keener to pick up that San Diego or whatever con exclusive Sergeant Slaughter, that Ultimate Edition that escaped me. Anyways, oh, and real quick, just because I took him out of his Triple T, here he is with the previous exclusive Sergeant Slaughter. But I got this one and I was so bummed because he just didn't physically look, demonstrative. He didn't look like he was going to take out the Nemesis Enforcer, like, at all. But I got a collection. I got to have a Sergeant Slaughter. So, anyways, there has been Action Forces Sergeant Slaughter. Again, I got that from Dorkside Toys. Unfortunately, I think by now it has been sold out. I think it's still pre-orderable on Big Bad Toy Store, but you're just going to wait for him. And, if you have that Sergeant Slaughter hole on your G.I. Joe shelf and can make some concessions on his height that he's not going to be like gargantuan, I say pick him up. I'm happy I did. He's going to sit on my shelf with the rest of the Joes. And just, I can't wait for Falcon to make it into the line so he can just be yelling at him and staring at him the whole time. Anyways, I have been Will the Collector. Please like, share, subscribe. Take care of one another, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.